In this video, we are going to be reviewing the Jaws Flex Clamp. So what is the Jaws Flex Clamp for GoPro? Well, it's basically a clamp mount for your camera with a extendable, flexible arm. We'll go ahead and start with an unboxing, and then we'll go through a little bit of a review of what makes this mount cool and whether or not we think it's worth the extremely high price that GoPro is charging for it. So we're just going to go ahead and open it up. Not quite sure how these packages open, but it looks like this seems to be working for us. There is the Jaws and the Flex arm. So we'll start by looking at what sets this clamp apart from some of the clamps that I've shown how to make on this channel. The clamp mount is a really popular mount and it's cheap to make. You can make one for about $2 using a $1.50 clamp mount and some hardware and a drill, and they're super quick. You can check out the link in the video description if you want to see how to make a DIY one. But let's think then about what makes this worth the premium price you're paying for it. This is a $50 mount right now on the GoPro site. Now, the gooseneck here is really cool. And it does allow for a huge amount of flexibility, and it's really cool that it comes with the GoPro buckle mounts on both ends, because that means that you can use it with any of your existing GoPro mounts. It doesn't just have to be used with the Jaws clamp. So that's really cool in itself, and actually they're now selling this by itself, I've seen on the GoPro site. So those and that mount is really cool. And then the handle, I'm not really sold on using this as a handle. I think there's a way better handles out there. So I'm not a huge fan of using it as a handle. It's a little bit too big for my liking. And yeah, I think as a handle, it's not perfect, but for the flexibility and versatility it allows for static mounting shots, it's really cool. So coming down to the clamp itself, it has way higher bite force than just traditional hardware store mounts. The other thing that's cool is it does use a direct GoPro buckle mount, which is integrated into the clamp itself, which is cool. That means you can use J-buckle mounts or buckle mounts, and then it also makes it really quick and easy to remove your camera. So that is cool. No need for tripod mounts there. Then it's also got a rubber-coated grips. So the tip here is rubber-coated, and then as is the inside of the clamp itself. So that makes it way better at gripping onto all kinds of things. So anything that was smooth that a clamp maybe didn't hold that well to, this will because of that rubber inside. Now it can hold up to a 2-inch grip. So wide open, it will hold on to about a 2-inch diameter thing, which is cool. And then the other thing, and this is what really sets it apart and which is totally awesome, is they've got this rubber ratcheting band here, which you can pull out just like this. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it wraps inside the mount for storage normally. But then if you want to clip onto something really small, and the ratchet works by, right now it's open, and then when the grips touch, it locks the ratchet down and it becomes impossible to move. So if you want to grip onto something, and their demonstration shows a pencil, so I figured I'd do the same thing. As a pencil, you put it inside here, and then you pull the ratcheting strap tight, place it inside, and then you can give it that one last little ratchet, and just like that, it's held on super securely to the pencil. And you can see that as it's not slipping, I can turn the pencil and it has enough grip to pick itself up and without slipping. And then again, spinning it like this, there's no slip. So that's really, really cool. Now maybe you're saying, well, I don't really need to clamp onto a pencil. What good is that? But being able to mount to something with this diameter securely enough to get a static shot is really cool. Is the Jaws a mount that you're going to use for action shots, clamping to a motorbike, clamping to a bicycle or something like that? Probably not. Is the gooseneck something you're going to use for that either? Probably not. But what it is going to allow you to do is get really, really awesome static shots, and it's going to allow you to switch positions of those static shots very, very easily and quickly. So to me, I see this as a mount for someone who uses their GoPro to shoot things from a stationary position. This is kind of a step away from GoPro's like kind of action camera mounts. It's not a chest mount. It's not a head mount. It's something that's designed to be used to get static shots. So if you're shooting concerts, which is their new big thing that you can see the GoPro Hero 3 Black Music Edition. I believe I think the gooseneck's included in that. So that's the direction they're going with this mount. It can be great for mounting to stationary things. You want to get setup shots of events or something like that. Being able to mount with one of these would be really, really easy and versatile. And it does go back to the roots of being able to a camera that you can mount everywhere, but it's kind of a step away from the action camera orientation and more towards just a very versatile, easy to mount camera. And that, I think, is where this comes in. It's a mount for someone who wants to be able to get stationary shots, which are super easy to change angles, change positions, and quick to set up and take down. It's not for mounting onto the action. It's not for mounting onto your car. It's not for mounting onto your motorbike. But it's for maybe mounting to get a shot of a motorbike going by or something like that. That's where this will become incredibly versatile and valuable. Overall, then, I see the value of this mount for some people. However, I don't think it's a necessary piece of gear for every GoPro kit bag. If you're unsure whether or not you want a mount like this, check out the DIY GoPro clamp mount and make one for $2 and then see if you actually use it. I found that I used it a ton. And then I found the investment in one of these easier to justify because I know that I like the ease of mounting that the clamp mount provides, and this just seems all that much more awesome. Thank you guys for watching. This was another GoPro tips and tricks video. If you've enjoyed it, please make sure you subscribe, check out my channel for lots more videos, and like the video. If you guys want to check out my brand new website, you can do that. There's a link in the video description. And most of all, guys, until next time, thank you very much for watching.